So, welcome back to, hey, had to yank it out again. So, epic fail number, 3, 4 with this transmission. So, I had it in, took it around the block, and I ran across some engagement issues. As you see, I got this plug here, so I get to this first second shifter fork. So I had to keep fiddling with that stupid thing, and I finally got it, but it still didn't feel right. And the one thing I didn't check was the hockey stick here, how it engaged. How I set it up initially and the jig was good, and then it's not good. And let me show you why. So here's your selector forks, third, fourth, reverse, or not reverse, first, second, reverse. See how snug that is? See how sloppy that is? Especially the first second here. So I either need to heat it up and bend it back, or make the hockey stick fatter, grind that to fit the hole or the slots, and then grind out the reverse gear slot a little bit bigger. So that is my dilemma. It runs, it boosted, felt good. It did whine for a little bit, but I guess the gears had to set in a little, and it went away. But yeah, I was noticing, looking at the what is that thing called? The shifter bushing coupler that goes on the hockey stick there. First and second, I could push it back and forth quite a bit, and then third and fourth, it barely moved, and then reverse didn't move at all, really. So yeah, slamming gears for a couple years, not lifting off the gas and forcing it in, which disintegrated the other second gear synchro hub, and then second gear totally, is the issue. So if you sit there and adjust your own transmission or rebuild your own transmission, take the hockey stick and see how much sloppy you got, because that's pretty good. That's at least like, oh geez, look how much that pivots. So I'd say it's like as thick as a nickel. Come on, focus. See that huge gap right there? So yeah, this was a learning curve for me. It's one thing to I don't believe the manual mentions anything about checking the hockey stick play. I do know that the hockey stick wears out, but you see that reverse is pretty snug there, and first and second actually looks a little bent. So didn't bent the shift fork that holds onto the synchro gear. I bent the shifter rod, or whatever the hell that thing's called. So yeah, either heat it up or weld onto the hockey stick, which might be easier, and then grind out the reverse gear, so that would also give me a little bit more meat on the tip of the hockey stick, or shift selector fork gizmo. So I'm smoking through that for you. So there it is, all ripped apart yet again. Only took 2 hours this time, getting much faster at this. So I will put this down, figure out if I'm welding or just hammering, and I will show you the results. Alrighty, so there's third, fourth. Come on, focus. First second's nice and tight now. And that's reverse. So I just wedged something, a wrench in here, and then took a hammer to it and bent it in. And that's that. Clip you saw, took a hammer to it. So for the most part, much better. That's reverse. Of course it's sloppy. I believe that's first, second. That's third, fourth. There's still one play. Yeah, that's reverse. So it's another day, and I went part shopping yet again. So part of my other shifting issue is excessive play here. So this thing moves back and forth 1/8 of an inch plus, depending what gear it's in. Turns out this nose cone mount is from the first time I had my trans built by said shop. I didn't even notice these are the little peen marks. Focus. Here, here, here. From when I put in the original front seal that fell off. So, yeah, they sold me back my own gear case and a new tranny case with all my gears in it. I don't know if they changed them up or what, and then gave me a box of stuff. But yeah, that is just too much play. The bushings are ovaled, so I'm pretty sure the housing's ovaled from 5 years of shifting like I don't care. So I picked up a new one. Nice, new. This one actually got wear marks from the bearing pushing down on it. Amazingly. So the new one here has no play at all. None. So what I believe what was happening is with the excessive play, when this is in second gear of me, let's see, so pulls it, so this thing's sliding back and it's pulling the fork open, which I took a hammer to close back up. So long story short, spend money, get factory German replacement stuff, and yeah, hopefully that'll be the last of it. You know, 1/8 of an inch of the sinker going this way or that way, you know, is quite a bit of it actually locking into place or popping out. And yeah, it turns out they sell heavy duty versions of this too. If you guys didn't know, extra little chunk of webbing here and here, because I guess people are actually bending these. This one actually looks like it's been re-welded. Come on, focus. I don't know if you see the discoloration. Maybe they tigged it and ground it down. Guess it's cheaper than, you know, buying another $14 one. But that is what I'm going to do. Grease this up and put it together. The car was staying in gear, but I was still a little hesitant because the shifter felt weird. And we'll take it from there. I don't know how coherent these little chopped up videos are going to be for you guys, but that's been my learning experience. Rebuilding this trans with, you know, Weddle parts that are based off of early Beetle parts and a late model, you know, case, bearing spacers, all sorts of weird stuff, you know, using older, oh, what do I do with it? Older parts on newer transmissions, because like The newer ones, you know, these teeth go all the way up. The shaft is machined all the way up to the nub. This slides all the way on. The other one, it's machined at an angle. There's no fine cut here. And this one go on all the way. As I described, the other one's machined out. So it goes over the tapered. And like I said, later models, bigger bearing journals, you know, they are stronger because, you know, they got splines and not a single keyway. But once again, you know, that was what's left of second gear. I mean, if this is the original one, that's 5 years in a turbo rotary, you know, at the track a bunch of times, long drives, you know, from here to Pismo or from here to Vegas, you know, and, you know, but fun. So, yeah, got a spare nose cone housing now. It might be rebuildable, but the way that brass bushing is worn out, I think it may have actually worn into the aluminum. Hence why I decided to get a new one. You know, you learn and you live. You know, you don't figure things out on your own. You know, pay someone else to do it, I guess. But I'm going to put this together. Hopefully, oh yeah, got some other new stuff. New clutch cable, new clutch tube, because my other one is God knows how old. The shop I deal with, not bad, 14 bucks here. This was 12 bucks. This was 40 something bucks. Without the hockey stick, but then again, the bushing kit's like 15 bucks, and trying to go to a junkyard and find another housing that's not beat. Yeah, good luck. You know, this thing looks pretty new, minus the weird washing they did, I guess, after the machining. But enough ranting and raving. I'm going to get this going, mock it up, see if it feels tighter, and then hopefully put it all back together and do a video of me driving it around. Not worried that it's going to shoot out of gear. So till that video, what's up? Here's a little update of my shit's broken yet again. So somehow magically, fourth gear selector screw, this one hiding way up there, well, you can see this one here, got loose. I don't remember ever touching it. The pinging sound I was hearing was actually the reverse gear hitting, what is that? I believe second. I didn't adjust it. It never had to be adjusted, but this time it was hitting. So I actually had to adjust reverse. This is an old case that said transmission shop in Riverside said that was bad. If it was so bad, why did they reuse the gear housing and my nose cone and give me a box of shit? But anyways, so I was flipping through videos, and since I got spare parts, I took the main shaft collar here, and I think it was Easy Jeezy or VW Dan or whatever his name is. You weld the socket to it, you stick it on your drill, and then you could spin this thing pretty fast. And that's what I'm using to kind of preset first and second and third and fourth in reverse. And then I'll do the nose cone, bolt that on. So here's that heavy duty Rancho hockey stick. The metal does seem, what you call it, stronger, or at least more brittle. And you see the extra webbing here and here, cuts down on flexing. And like I said, you know, the tip of mine was like half of this. So I definitely had some play. I also got the main bearing here seems to be pushing out. It's not a press in anymore on the case. It's just like a drop in. So it's causing even though I barely drove this damn thing, it's chattering on the case. And I need this thing done tonight. But a thrust bearing plate would be nice. I don't got one. I might be able to make one. But then that might screw with the selector fork, because now everything's, you know, 1/4 inch or whatever. Someone online mentioned drilling and tapping, putting a bolt with the washer to catch the lip of it. So it's somewhat supported. So I might try that. What else is going on? So other than reverse gear being nicked on the backside, and I really didn't see anything with on the second gear, or is that first gear? Well, whatever the biggest gear is. So yeah, reverse was definitely bouncing off of it. So I adjusted that. It's good. Selector forks are kind of good. Took them out just to double check. That was a waste of my time, and yeah, definitely a waste of my time. But yeah, that's a little update. Adjusting the gears. Going to do it with the nose cone with the bigger hockey puck, and take it from there. So got it running. Got the other one running, and the other one running. So we're at the Kings of the Crest number 2. That's what they got so far. Looking pretty good. A lot of cars. Volvos, trucks, you name it, they got it. That used to be my 65, sold to my brother like 18 years ago. Let's walk around, see what's what. Got some camper vans. There we go. Trying to spend some money. Didn't get the nipples painted on, go figure. Got some Mad Max going on over here. Got some stockies. So I got a bunch of cool cars out here. So they were going slow, so that was interesting. A pig-nosed bus. Vanagons. Got a minx in the corner here. Gang load of people. Guess this is the camper section. There's a bunch of people barbecuing, drinking beer. Got nowhere to go other than falling down the hill drunk. It has happened already, not me. But yeah, small gathering, not too many people. A lot of jumbo tents. Damn city out here. But everyone's having a good time. So, short video. But got it running. The second gear slider hub's still acting a little weird, but it's not popping out any gears. It's holding 15 pounds boost. I'm a happy camper for now. Gotta look into if it is the sliders or if the hardened keys are acting up. But it's drivable. I'll manage. It only acts weird trying to upshift from third to second or fourth to second. Anything trying to go back in second's weird. But it's good. So the car runs. The camping trip was cool. Everyone had a good time. It was King of the Crest number 2. Brandon threw on a really good show. Buggy's in the garage, and it's all together. It's not in pieces, so that's nice. I think my second gear synchro hub here. Oh, this is a spare one. I don't know. Well, you can see the ends there. The other one looked fine. So what I'm thinking is, while assembling it and trying to figure out that shimming issue for second gear. The synchro may have gone smashed a little or something, and that's why I'm having issues with it engaging on you know, 3 to 2 upshift, and then sometimes it's just not happy, period, where I got to kind of put it in a first and then pull it back in a second to get everything up to speed. I don't know, it's weird, but I could drive it. Does not pop out of gear, and yeah, it felt really good. Ratios are a little different than what I had before, but not even noticeable. You know, it's like 0.2 difference or something. So bunch of videos pieced together. Thanks for watching. If I tear it apart again and put a new synchro, I don't know if you guys want to see a video on it, but I'll do it because I have no spare synchro, so it's going to be new synchros. So if I'm going to tear it apart, I'll probably do first, second synchros. Third and fourth, it shifts exactly the same way. Butter smooth, back, forth, doesn't matter. So yeah, I probably just need a new synchro and maybe the spring clips for the hardened keys, probably. So yeah, another 30 bucks worth of parts, a tube of silicone, and another long night. But that could wait for a little bit. So there it is, guys. It runs. Everyone had a good time. And yeah, it was a cool camp trip. I don't know if you guys are in Southern California. I'll try to find out Brandon's info for the next King of the Crest. But it's cool, you know, camping, drinking, Volkswagens, you know, they had raffles and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone's nice. Everyone's sharing food and booze, so it was a good time. And so thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, post any questions. I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. So you guys take care.